So this is the app that we are going to code today in the app lab. It's based on IPL 2020. Let's see what do we have got inside this app. So this is the first screen. Let's tap on this and see where are we going to get redirected. So this is the second screen where the user is going to come across. Now here we have got different options. Okay, we have got 6 options. Let's see what do we have inside this schedule part. So we have got a drop down over here, and here this screen is reflecting the schedule of the match, this first match. Let's see what do we have got in this drop down. So okay, we are able to fetch the the names of the teams and the date and timings and everything, the schedule, the complete schedule of every match. So this is what we have got in this tab schedule. Let's hit this schedule option and see what is going to happen. So we are again back on this screen. Let's see what do we have got in this IPL team option. So here we have got the logos of all the 8 teams. Let's see what do we have here in this Chennai Super Kings. Okay, what is there in this drop down? We have got the names of all the 11 players, 11 playing players. Let's see what is going to happen when we will hit this Dhoni option, this first option. So Dhoni's image and everything related to Dhoni, the description of Dhoni is going to get reflected like this in the form of an image. What do we have got for this? Okay, so the images and everything is getting changed when we are making the selection. Fine, let's see what will happen when I will hit this button. Okay, so I can come back on the screen now like this. Let's see what do we have in this IPL winner section. Okay, these are the names of the years. Let's select this 2008 and see what's gonna happen. Okay, so this team has won IPL in 2008. So all the images of all the winner team are going to get reflected here on this image tab based on the selection of the user. Now let's come back on this white screen where we have got 6 options. Let's see what we have got here in this IPL record. Okay, let's check out this most run option. Okay, so we have got a structure, a table like structure here. Fine. Okay, so this is what we have got here for these options. What do we have for this venues? Again there is a drop down. Okay, so actually the data is getting fetched from the data browser connected to this app, and based on the selection of the user, whatever the user is selecting from this drop down, based on that the data is getting fetched from the data browser and it is getting reflected over here on this image button. So this is what we are going to learn in the code.org platform today in the app lab. Let's see how can we how can we fetch the data from the data browser using the drop down like this. Okay, what are the various things that we are required to do for changing the data like this? What are the different conditions we are required to define on the code.org platform? Let's now dive into the platform and check out the code. This is the whole code that you are seeing right now. It is a whole code. Now I'm going to brief you about how can you make use of the drop down boxes in order to get some data from the data browser which is connected to your app. So for doing the same, I'm going to take the reference of let's make use of this. Okay, I'm going to tell you how can you code, how can you define the code for this Mumbai Indians, the way we have made the design for this Chennai Super Kings. I'm going to tell you the designing part, as well as I'm going to tell you how can you make use of the drop downs to fetch the images, okay, on the image component from the data browser connected to this app. So what am I going to do is, let me just show you. When you hit this button, what happens? You get redirected on this screen. So this is how you see this screen initially. After that, we make the required selection from this drop down, and automatically the player's image and his description gets reflected over here. Now what I am going to do is, I'm going to select this team SSK from here. This is the name of this screen, and I'm going to create a duplicate copy of this screen. So for that, I just have to hit this duplicate button, and automatically a duplicate screen of that team CSK will get created like this. This is the copy of that image. Now let's rename this screen. Right now the name of the screen is screen 3. Let's rename it to Team MI, Mumbai Indians. Okay, and now I'm going to create a data table the way I have created some tables here. Okay, from where I'm fetching the data, in the similar way I'm going to create a table for Mumbai Indians. So I'm going to name it as MI in capital, and you can hit this add button, and that's how a table will get created on the data browser. Now let's come inside this table. This is the first column, and now let's add one more column to this table. So for that we need to click on this plus button, and automatically one more column will get added to this table. Now let's add this photo column in this table. So that's how you can create columns for the table you have created on your data browser. Now how am I going to add the information in these two things, for this column and for this column? Let me just show you something first. So here in this folder, some images for which I am going to make use of in my app. Let me just show you how they look like. So this is Anmol Preet Singh image. Okay, this is the image, and we are going to get it reflected on our app. Using that drop down, we are going to fetch these images, all these images which you are seeing over here. Let's code that part which is going to help us in fetching the images from this data table. First of all, we need to insert the images in this data table. How can we do that? So for that we need to check the names of the players first. So the first player is Anmol Preet. So I'm going to define Anmol Preet, okay, like this. And here what is the image name? Let me just show you the image name. The image name is Anmol Preet, and the type of the file is JPEG. So the full name of this image is anmolpreet.jpeg. You need to copy this from here and come on the data browser on code.org platform, paste it like this. Okay, and after this you need to write down .jpeg. So JPG. So this is the complete name of the image. Okay, so this is how you need to enter the name for this photo column. Now after this you need to hit this add row option. Okay, now let's repeat the same thing for the other images. So this is how we can add all the names and photographs like this. Now the second thing that we are required to do is we need to upload all the images, the names of which we have defined on the data browser of this app on the database of this app. Now how can we do this? We need to come on this part, and we can make use of this choose option. When you will, you need to select the name of the screen, and you will then come across this image tab in the properties panel. Now you need to hit this choose option, and automatically you are going to come across this menu, this dialog box. From here, now you need to tap, now you need to hit this upload button that is right there at the bottom. Hit this button and automatically you are going to get redirected on one of your computer drives on which you are working. So this is a folder, and here are all the images. Now I need to upload them one by one. Okay, because you cannot select all the images and upload them in one go. You need to select the images one by one. So this is how we need to upload all the images. I think I will have to make some changes. Here the Rohit Sharma's image has got uploaded with this Rohit dash Sharma.jpg. Okay, and Mohsin Khan's image has got uploaded with this name. So I need to make some changes here in the MI table. The name which I have defined over here is like this. So I need to edit it, and I need to insert a dash sign like this. So you can save it, you can edit it, and you can save it like this. Likewise, I need to do the same thing for Rohit Sharma's image also. So this is how you can link all the images to this what you call this table. Fine. Now the next thing that we require is we need to change the name of this drop down. Right now the name of this drop down is drop down 1. Let me just change it to team mi. Okay, and besides that, the background that you're seeing, it is of Chennai Super Kings. So if you want to change the background, just select this. It is an image that I have defined in the background. So let's change it to mi's background, and let me just check whether I've got some image or not. Yeah, this is the one which I can make use of for the background. Okay, now it is fine. And this on this foreground also I've got an image button, so I need to change it to Mumbai Indians logo. So let's select this one. So that's how you can make the required changes. Besides, there is a small label over here which will help us to go back on the screen where all the options, all the 6 options were there, the white screen. So let's name it as mi back. Okay, now we are done with the designing part. We need to now code this app in such a way that if we make any selection from this drop down, we can get the required output here on this screen. And besides that, I need to define the name of the players here. I haven't defined them. Let me just define the name of the players also. So for that, I need to make use of this data table. What is the name of this first player? It is Anmolpreet. Let's copy this from here, and I need to paste it like this. Let's remove all the option for now. The first option will be select. Second option is Anmolpreet. Go back to the data, copy this thing, this name from here, and then again in the drop down we need to paste it. Likewise, we need to we have to copy all the 11 players name and paste it in the drop down like this. Okay, so we are done with defining the names of all the 11 players in the drop down. Now let's code this part of the app. So for coding this thing, we need to come in the bottom first, and here from the toolbox section, let me just enlarge the size of the screen so that everything can be more visible to you guys. So the first thing that we require is how we are going to come on this squad of mi screen. So the first thing we need is where is that screen? Yeah, this is the one. So mi is the name of this tab. So we need to define an on event block for this tab named mi, and when the user will hit this mi button, I would like the user to get redirected on this team mi screen, right? So we can make use of set screen option. where is the team mi? Yeah. So, and after that, let's define the code for this mi back option. So when the user will hit this mi back option, I would like him to get redirected on this mi screen back. Okay, team, what is the name of this? It is mi back. So where is that mi back? Yeah, this is the one. And I would like the user to get redirected on this screen where all the teams logos are there. Fine. So that's how the user can switch between this screen and this team mi screen. Now let's do the coding for this drop down. So for this I am going to make, first of all I need to make use of this on event block as usual, and now I need to change it to team mi. The this is the id which I have defined, which I have given to this drop down over here. So I need to select this team mi option. This is the one. Now when the user will click on this, when the user will select any option from this, I want to fetch the data from the table mi that I have created some while back. So for that I can make use of this read records option like this. Okay, and I would like to fetch the data from the table named mi, right? And now I need to define a condition. So this is name. Okay, so I want to see the image of that person here whose name the user is going to select from this drop down. For that, as you all know, that we need to define an if condition for this read records block. How can we do that? See, the names are getting saved in this column, the name of which is name and in capital. So we need to define here a condition like this. So the player whose name matches with the text that is going to get reflected here in this team mi block, I want to see his image in this image button. How can I do that? For doing that, I need to make use of this get text block, right? And we can then select this team mi from here and we can paste it like this. Now we need to fetch the images from the data table on this image button. The name of this button is image 15. So for that, let's get rid of this thing for now, and in place of this we are going to make use of set property block. Where is it set property? Yeah, this is the one. Let me just convert it into back. Okay, I am getting rid of this first. Let me convert it back into blocks. Now I would like, okay, sorry, I don't think that we'll be able to make use of this. Actually we need to make use of set image URL, right? Because we are trying to fetch an image. For fetching the image we use set image URL block, right? What is the idea of this? It is image 15, and let's convert it back into text based code. Let's get rid of this code from here, and in place of this, where are all the photos getting saved? They are getting saved in the column named photo, P in capital. So we need to change this name to photo like this. So that's how we can fetch all the images. I think now it will work. So that's how we can get rid of such an error. Now we are done with defining the code for this team mi block. Now let's run the app and see what are we going to get as an output. So this is how we can access the link on our web browser. This is the first screen. Let's now hit this screen, see where are we going to get redirected. This is the second screen. Now let's check out the IPL team option, and this is the option for which we define the code. So all the names of all the players are getting reflected over here. Let's see what are we going to get as an output for this first option. So we are able to get the image on this image button. So that's how you can fetch the images from the data browser connected to your app using a drop down. Fine. Likewise, you can code for all these buttons over here. Okay, I've used the same code for everything. Here also, I've made use of this drop down, so you guys can now create an app like this on your own. Hope you enjoyed the lecture. Thank you very much for watching and supporting me, and have a great day. Bye bye.